Welcome back. Coming up on 7:45, we know the economic health and safety of downtown Denver is critical to the health of our city, and today we will get an update on how business is doing. And we want to bring in Denver Mayor Michael Hancock to talk a little bit about that. Thanks for joining us, Mayor Hancock, this morning.
Happy Thursday to both of you.
Yes, happy Friday Eve to you. Well, Mayor, that's right. Before we start talking about downtown businesses, Mayor, this is our first chance to talk to you since the police shooting down in Lodo where bystanders were injured. Could you talk about the transparency and the need to hold police accountable if that turns out to be true?
Well, absolutely. First of all, a tragic situation. We never want to see innocent people injured while our officers are trying to keep everybody safe. And so we have a comprehensive investigation. It is extremely important. Over the years, what I've learned during these situations, if we truly want officer accountability, we need to make sure and allow for the investigation to go forward and get as much information as we possibly can, and to make sure that not only do we understand what happened, we understand what the officers were thinking. We want to make sure and send our, connect with those who were innocent, who were injured, and make sure that they have everything they need and they're taken care of. But we got to allow for patience to prevail and allow for the information to be discovered during the proper investigation. I think that's critically important, and then allow for the accountability to occur. So that's what we have to do. The years have taught us to allow that to happen, and then we have a better chance of making sure we hold everyone accountable, but also learn lessons. What do we need to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? And I think that's what's another important variable coming out of this going forward.
Do you think people feel safe coming to downtown Denver right now?
Well, I certainly hope so. And I think what you saw were the officers doing their duty on post, trying to make sure people feel safe during a let out of a lot of the bars and nightclubs that occur almost every weekend in downtown Denver. But we've done everything we can to continue to enforce the value that we have, that everyone should feel safe in our downtown area. It's the heart and soul of our city. It's our economic spine. And so we got to let, people got to feel comfortable being in downtown. And so we're going to continue to work on that, while at the same time making sure our tactics are proper and, to help make sure that we are able to protect that value we have for everyone's sake downtown.
Mayor, speaking of downtown businesses, we want to talk about the State of Downtown report that just came out, and how our local businesses are doing in the city center and what we can do to help bolster them.
Yeah, I think downtown businesses are in the same position as businesses throughout Colorado and around the nation. Quite frankly, we're still in a place of recovery. This pandemic was devastating economically to businesses, particularly small businesses, restaurants, bars. It was devastating. And we have used a lot of our recovery dollars to help booster them and booster the employees in downtown Denver. And now, as they're trying to continue to recover, they're working on getting employees. At the same time, we're dealing with the impacts of the pandemic in terms of increased homelessness and folks who are indulging in substance misuse and even some of our unchecked mental health challenges. So I don't begrudge it. I can tell you it's a challenging situation, but we do still have a vibrant downtown, and we're going to do everything we can to try to get it back to where it was, if not further. So we want to be better and stronger going forward, and we're going to continue to invest in the necessary resources to help our businesses survive and recover in downtown.
Well, to that point, you have Denver Days coming back this Saturday, an event 10 years in the making. Mr. Mayor, so much of your time has been part of planning this. Tell us all about it. Why is it important to bring this back to the community?
Well, listen, over 10 years, Denver Days was created in 2012, excuse me. Okay. And now we've had over 1,600 events around the city during this first weekend in August. And 170,000 people have participated. This is a time where we pause as a city, host block parties, service projects in our neighborhood to really kind of elevate the spirit of Denver. That's how we were founded. When the Continental Railroad was trying to bypass us, Denver residents came together and said, you won't bypass us. And they trenched and they built tracks to connect to the Continental Railroad up north. And that's what we're trying to do here. Get out, get to know your neighbors, host events. And so on Saturday, you pointed out, from 10:30 to I think 3:30. We're going to host a festival and at Civic Center Park, free music. We're going to have arts and crafts for the kids. We're going to have all kind of food trucks, and we invite folks to come on out as we commemorate the 10th anniversary of Denver Days and why we do this to help make all of ourselves safer and improve our quality of life by getting out and getting to know our neighbors and really celebrating the spirit of Denver.
Yeah, love it, love it. Thank you, Mayor, and obviously we will continue to follow up with the with regards to downtown and the safety and economic situation there. So thank you for your time this morning.
You bet. You all have a great weekend. Okay.
You too.
You too, sir.
Enjoy Denver Days. Yes.